Hello, my name is Dr. Sonwalkar, and I will introduce you to the topic of today, which is how we can improve the educational interfaces for everyone who is now learning with the technology and different kinds of pedagogy. As you can imagine that in last 10 years, there has been radical change in the way information is delivered to every individual. With the development of World Wide Web, there has been almost a new paradigm shift taken place where now information is available at everyone's desktop. The question here is, what is the effect of all these new technology interfaces in the education? So my work for last 10 years has been to understand some of these new technological interfaces and new development, and to understand how they can be utilized into educational framework. For example, from classroom, we have gone on to online education. We have gone on from synchronous experience in the classroom to completely asynchronous online learning. We have gone away from now television, which was a passive medium, to highly interactive environments. We have also now invented hyperactive environments where there are a lot of activities happening in online space. We have also gone away from passive interfaces, which were just allowing you to listen and just get the information through video, to now what we call virtual environments. Some of these things are even called Second Life, where you can be in a highly simulated environment and learn through an experience in a virtual world. So these virtual environments are also providing an impetus for the learning. So there is a need now to create a new paradigm or new framework for all this new technology which has come through for last many years, and how they can be now incorporated in the educational framework. So I thought about how we can incorporate this in a cubical framework where, as you know, a cube has three sides. So in this case, one of the side or one of the coordinates of the cube is multimedia. And as you know, there is text, graphics, audio, video, animation, simulations, etc., virtual experiments. These are all the new dimensions coming in the multimedia. And so the experience is becoming more and more engaging. And then the second one is we can create different kinds of learning pathways through all this multimedia. So we can aggregate or put them together in a way that we formulate distinctive learning pathways for every individual learner. And the third one is that once you create these pathways, how do you interact with that information? And that interactivity can lead to a lot of engagement. So this is where we come with multimedia, learning models, and interactivity. So if we are able to create a framework where we can combine all these elements in a very effective way, where we can also identify individual learning preferences as we go along the way to this learning pathway, that's where I think technology can make a major difference in the learning paradigm. Unlike if we think that let's throw the jello on the wall and see what sticks, and that's most often the approach taken right now with creating of online courses, we have to come up with a systematic way. So what I'm proposing here is to create a new pedagogical framework, and what I call as reinventing pedagogical framework with the new media, new learning strategies, and new kinds of interactivity, which also includes Web 2 and Web 3 interfaces. And let's create an interface where we can combine them in a way that we can identify individual learning differences and also assimilate all these different content in a way that an individual learning can be satisfied. And that's where we can create experience which is highly individualized, and it's a very effective and very efficient way of learning.